So this broke last night, and I was like, "Am I gonna do it tonight or do it tomorrow morning?" And I've chosen to do it now. But it's another Danny story. Hello and welcome to the video. If you could like, share, and subscribe to the channel, much appreciated. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So the situation with Danny Röhl is as follows. He's still in contract with Sheffield Wednesday, and there have been no official bid or someone triggering his release clause to let him go. But the thing is, he signed a three-year deal. He's a year into that deal now, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens next with him. And all the people who've been linked with him have been the likes of Leicester, Southampton, RB Leipzig, and stuff like that. So there's been people who have wanted him. Now, here's the thing. In December, it was looking like Southampton had target Danny Röhl for the top job, ready to get it, and they were going to try and get him in. Now, it was not a guarantee that the South Coast club would be his preference destination, with teams in the Premier League across Europe, notably in his homeland, showing interest in the German coach. Now, the thing is, you look at what Wednesday's done so far and how Danny's been, it's interesting. Now, the whole situation in this kind of sense, I want to say it wants to get sorted quickly, but at the same time, the situation is as it stands, as I understand it, is he's in contract. No one's been there to buy him out. He's in contract. He is in contract till 2027, and that's that. That's the be all and end all. And I think we had a week last week where there was no Danny news or Danny said this. It was quiet. Now, is this a bit of agent going to journalists like David Ornstein of The Athletics, or a really credible journalist in the football world, saying about this, how it's intriguing to see what they were saying with it. Now, the thing is, they are looking at Southampton, that is. They are looking at Will Still now as their next manager by all accounts. It seems like that's something that they are wanting to try and do and try and get him in. And the thing is, with the situation with Danny, some of the stuff that's come out, and remember it's the speculation stuff, is that Danny turned Southampton down, didn't want to go down the route of trying to breach your contract, all that kind of stuff, and not do that. And it's one of the things where you look at things, it's really interesting to see it. With Will Still likely to get the Southampton job, it's very interesting to see what happens there, because it's what they want. He's either going Prem or Bundesliga. I can't see him going to a Leicester. I can't see him kind of thing. I think if he wants to go somewhere, he wants either a big job in the Prem or a job in the Bundesliga back home in Germany. Is he ready for that kind of job? I probably wouldn't say he's ready, but if those kind of jobs come and knocking, you do take it and take that risk. But I think he could do with another year at Wednesday, just to practice skills a little bit more, have a little bit more, just showing that he's got that stability, and where if a first sign of a big job comes, he's not going to have his head turned and go the other way. Here's the thing. As it stands, Danny Röhl is the Sheffield Wednesday manager. We've got 2 weeks till, in theory, it's either 2, maybe 3 weeks till you get the start of pre-season. So you're thinking June, middle of June, when they'll start getting in, kicking balls, starting to get ready for the season. We need some sort of situation and say that this is all sorted. Because the longer it's left in limbo, the longer it takes for us to set something. For all we know, everything behind the scenes already been sorted and they're just waiting on bits and pieces. And with what everyone said as well about Henrik potentially being the next manager, makes sense. Makes sense. His family's settled in Sheffield. You will have all the players who already know him, so you haven't got to have that whole thing of rebuilding new connections. He'll probably bring in a couple of coaches himself, maybe. But again, it just feels like it's the ever-ending saga of Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. where we are waiting for something to happen or to be announced, and it's not there yet. And that's the thing for me. We're in that really precarious position where something needs to be said soon so things can get planning. Or if everything is sorted, something just needs to say Danny will manage until 2027. He'll be here next season. Done. All the speculation, all the quotes, all the way of saying the smoke and mirrors doesn't help anyone. It puts doubt in the fan base. It has a lot of issue with fans then going, if the first sign of a big club comes, if he's going to have his head turned again. I know there's a lot of people who are not a fan of Danny, and I get that. We've had debates in the comment section multiple times on it. I get it. But he's still, at the moment, our gaffer. And he probably, nine times out of 10, when things like this happen, he probably won't be. But as of right now, he's our gaffer. We'll do a debrief tonight, talking about this, talking about the alleged takeover stuff, because in the world of Sheffield Wednesday, nothing's ever simple or easy. There's always something going on. There's always something a bit different to talk about and do. But at the moment, Danny Röhl is still Sheffield Wednesday manager. Nothing has been confirmed, but it's sounding like he does want to have that next job up in either Prem or back home in the Bundesliga. I still think him going back home is probably the better choice, just because of how much he said about his kids and not seeing them that long. I get it. I'd be more okay with a Bundesliga job than anything else. I'll put it that way, because I don't know if 1.5 seasons in the Championship team, that season that he got us to stay up, and then a season that you got mid-table, is enough for a big club to go, yeah, I want that guy. I don't know. I just feel like you need a little bit more to that CV. And I know he got the thing of being assistant coaches at Bayern, Germany, national team, and Southampton, which could help him as well. Going, I can work in like strong environments and winning environments in that sense. But again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's weird how it suddenly come out on a Sunday to start the media week on a Monday. I think timing coincidental. Could it be a bit of agent talk, trying to get interest in him again? Because there's been nothing last week. Let's see what happens on this one, because it'll rumble on and on and on, and we don't need that in this preseason.